Hello dear friends, welcome to this program, our moments with God, our moments with the Word of God, our moments with the love, mercy and compassion of God, our moments also with the holy ones of God. As I have been telling you on this channel, that in the Catholic Church there are always several saints on a particular day. Some are important, some are better known. Some are better known in one part of the world and not so much in the other part of the world. Some are well known throughout the universal church. Today we will also think of one of those saints, but in the meantime, let us also try to imitate the lives of these saints and see if we can improve our own life and in some way be counted among the good ones in the life of the church, in our own personal life. And my dear friends, please share the videos with others so that it reaches more people, and please subscribe to this channel and ask your friends also to do the same. Thank you. Today, on the 5th of June, the church celebrates the feast of Saint Norbert. Saint Norbert, who came from a well-known family, was born in Germany in a place called Santon, and actually came from a noble family. So he was also having an important place and became a deacon, but he was more interested in career life and was living a life of luxury and enjoyment, etc. And one day, as he was riding on his horse, a lightning from the sky struck, and it fell just before the feet of his horse, and he himself was thrown off the horse, much like Saint Paul himself. And it seems he lay there almost like dead for more than an hour. And then when he came back to his consciousness, he suddenly realized that this was not just lightning from the sky, accidental lightning, but it was supposed to enlighten him. And he suddenly changed his life, and then he wanted to become a priest. He joined the priesthood, became a priest, and then he started proclaiming the word of God on foot. So from Germany, then he went all the way to France, and there, in a place called Premontre, he founded a religious order which is known as Premontratensians or Norbertines, after his name. That other word is a bit difficult to pronounce if you are not used to it, but it originates from the place where it was founded in France, a place called Premontre. So Premontratensians is the name of the order, and he lived a very austere life and then founded several convents or abbeys or monasteries in Germany, and preached about utter poverty. It is said that he was a rich man, so before really becoming more holy, he sold everything out, kept just the minimum for him to be able to say Mass, etc. And that is a wonderful example of what also Jesus is saying today in the Gospel. Today Jesus is talking to people about different things, and then he goes to the synagogue and sits himself before the treasury and observes how people are donating or giving their contribution into the box, into the alms box. And then he notices that many people are giving big amounts of money from what they had, but then he observes that a poor widow comes and puts just 2 little coins of very little worth. And then he calls his disciples and tells them, "Did you see that?" And then he tells them that this widow has put what she has put, though it was just those 2 coins of little worth, he says that she has put in much more than all the other rich fellows who put in lot of money, because the others have put in from the abundance of what they had a little bit of portion. But she put in everything she had from what she didn't actually have. So the value of what you give into the church or what you give into charity is not so much of how much you give, but from what you have, how much you give. Remember, Mother Teresa always used to say, give till it hurts. What does that mean? Give till it hurts. Not that you have so much of money and then you give out a little, it means nothing much to you. But if you give from the little you have, then it means a lot. And therefore one of the monks from Syria, his name was Yosef Somia or something like that, Bausaya or Bausnaya, I don't remember the surname. He mentioned that it is not important if you have one piece of bread and from that you share just one morsel of bread with the needy, that is much more valuable than the big amounts that you give. And I know there are a lot of people also here in Europe who are quite poor, and from their poverty they give whatever they can for the missions, for the poor. Here, as I told you earlier, they give a lot to the poor, especially the refugees who come from Muslim countries, yeah, from Syria, from Iran, from Iraq, from Afghanistan. This is a Christian country, and they give generously to these people and help them to establish here. And this is what generosity is all about, that Jesus is praising. I'm sure he would like to praise your generosity too. And let us remember also the poverty of Saint Norbert. And if you like, you may please subscribe to this channel. Thank you.